Something inside you has awoken a power, a presence, or a force that cannot be ignored. You are not the same, and the rest of the world can feel it. The limitations they imposed on you are no longer there, and the energy you possess can now move mountains. This is the moment when everything changes. The moment you enter your creative mode. It's not just a change. It is a revolution, and you're in the core of it. The world best be prepared, because you've only just started. You are the light of the planet. A city located on a hill cannot be concealed. Matthew 5:14. Your shift is apparent, like a torch penetrating the gloom. This is not a passing moment. Rather, it is a miraculous awakening. What a dramatic adjustment. It changes how you view yourself and how others see you. What previously kept you back, doubt, fear, and restrictions, have no power here. You've entered a realm of unshakable strength and unwavering purpose, propelling you ahead with clarity and conviction. This is not about getting acceptance or proving someone incorrect. The force that guides you now transcends viewpoints and neutralizes resistance. Your advance is inexorable, like a river plowing across unexplored land. Each stride you take is a proclamation of not just resilience, but also purpose. Those who underestimated you are now faced with the indisputable fact of your development, recognizing they cannot contain or classify who you have become. You're no longer wandering aimlessly. Every action you do reflects a greater calling, a divine alignment that clears the way before you. Opposition just strengthens you, sharpening your concentration and accelerating your progress. This is your opportunity to rise, develop, create, and walk in the fullness of who you were created to be. You represent the city on the hill, blazing brighter with each stride ahead. Don't let anything dull your inner brightness. This is your moment. Claim it. When external voices lose their power and you are grounded in an unbreakable inner strength, you experience a deep transformation. The desire for acceptance vanishes like mist in the light, leaving behind a bright clarity that directs your actions. The shackles of expectation, once so securely bound, now lay shattered at your feet, unable to alert you to the views or manipulations of others. This newfound freedom changes your path into one of unwavering purpose, free from the weight of other people's judgments. Control dynamics are completely reversed. Those who formerly attempted to control or rule you have found their attempts fruitless, their authority blasted hollow by the constant flame of your autonomy. The subtle weapons for manipulation, words, gestures, and unsaid threats lose their effectiveness. Crumbling in the face of your steadfast self-confidence, their irritation deepens as they realize they can no longer alter your path or elicit a response. Every move you do, purposeful or not, becomes a declaration of independence that speaks louder than any conflict. The power of this shift is apparent, affecting even those who cannot completely grasp it. They detect a change in your presence, an unwavering energy that indicates you are no longer under their spell. This transition unsettles people who thrive on power, forcing them to face a world in which their supremacy is no longer relevant. In this zone of emancipation, you move freely and purposefully, unaffected by the need to comply or satisfy. It is a power so absolute that it intimidates a statement of selfhood, leaving others dealing with their loss of control over you. The next phase is here. Subscribe today and let's go ahead together. When your life aligns with an unshakable greater rhythm, unaffected by the turbulence that consumes others, you will experience tremendous serenity. This peace is more than just a calm countenance or absence of emotion. It is a solid foundation, well anchored and unshakable. While the world around you devolves into confusion and turmoil, you stay grounded, moving with ease and confidence that defies explanation. The power of this serenity serves as an invisible barrier, protecting you from external interruptions that could overwhelm others. This inner equilibrium is not the result of transient experiences, but of a deep connection to something beyond explanation. When presented with destabilizing pressures and difficulties, your reaction is not haste or resistance, but a steady grace that dismantles animosity without confrontation. Those who formerly thrived on causing chaos are now bewildered, unable to agitate or disturb you. They are imprisoned in the upheaval they designed for you. While your route stays free and unobstructed, your unwavering calm is not a lack of feeling, but a quiet energy that goes beyond ordinary perseverance. This elusive condition represents a force considerably bigger than human will, one that intimidates and perplexes people who seek order via turmoil. Their attempts are futile, as they confront a tranquility that they cannot penetrate. Every effort to disrupt your balance emphasizes the fundamental power of your alignment, leaving rivals exposed to their own limitations while you go ahead unconcerned and determined. When you join with a boundless source of energy, you form a deep connection that goes beyond common understanding. This force provides the basis for your activities, increasing your power and presence in ways that transcend understanding. Though imperceptible, its impacts are evident. The environment alters in your wake, and those with malicious purpose are disarmed, uncomfortable in the face of an energy they cannot comprehend without expressing a word. Your essence transmits an insurmountable strength, commanding attention while creating awe and pain. Those who earlier attempted to undermine or oppose you must now face the irrefutable significance of what you represent. Their efforts seem insignificant in comparison to a seemingly limitless and unachievable power. This energy does not come from yourself, but rather flows through you, derived from something much bigger than any human. It is not an instrument of domination, but rather a silent, unrelenting force that converts your every action into a symbol of alignment with this greater reality. Adversaries recognize the futility of resisting what they cannot grasp or imitate. The anxiety deepens when they understand that this power is beyond their grasp, making their efforts futile. For you, this link is both a gift and a duty, a reminder of your immense potential as a receptacle for this power. Each step you take sends waves far beyond your immediate surroundings, reaffirming the notion that no attempt to reduce you can triumph against something so firmly rooted in a world beyond the concrete. Feel what it really means to be chosen. You are not alone on this path. If you have a profound sense that you have been selected, you have come to the correct spot. Take the next step to connect with us. By selecting the Join button, you will have access to special information and receive the necessary support for your spiritual journey. This isn't simply about being a member of a community. It's about gaining unique insights that may change your life and bring you closer to your divine purpose. Make your decision now and join us on this trip. Take your spot among the selected ones. Join today. A heightened awareness develops, helping you to see facts concealed under layers of deceit and ambiguity. This isn't a hunch or a transient revelation. It's a searing clarity that discloses intents and actuality. Others try to hide what was formerly unseen, but it is now evident as people's facades fall beneath the weight of your insight. Manipulative techniques lose their potency when confronted with your capacity to see through the charade. This talent goes well beyond superficial observations, delving into the underlying currents that drive behaviors and motivations, the intricacies that others ignore, sharpen your perception, allowing you to have an unprecedented awareness of what lies underneath. Those who have depended on lies or manipulation find themselves stripped of their defenses, their carefully crafted masks, slipping away to reveal flaws they had intended to conceal. The more they try to hide their motives, the clearer they become. This talent, via the lens of your increased awareness, is unnerving to individuals who depend on deception, because they soon understand there is no place for their dishonesty to hide. Their anguish deepens as the illusions they formerly controlled dissipate, leaving them in disorder and helpless. Each choice and action you take cuts straight through the uncertainty they want to create. Your unwavering concentration on what is genuine disarms even the most crafty foes, leaving them scurrying to find footing in the face of an unavoidable reality. The clarity you wield becomes a power in its own right, leaving no darkness unexplored and no untruth untold. A powerful appeal starts to radiate from you, attracting individuals and possibilities as if directed by an invisible force. This magnetic draw goes beyond ordinary attractiveness. It is a bright force that easily aligns situations to your advantage. People are mysteriously attracted to your presence, their interest piqued and their attention captured. Resources seem to flow toward you without opposition, and circumstances that previously seemed unreachable now unfold with natural ease. This attraction cannot be imitated or learnt. It is a genuine representation of a deeper connection with something larger. No weapon created against you will flourish, nor will any voice rise against you in judgment. You will condemn. Isaiah 5,417. Your climb, like an eagle flying above the storm, is easy and evident. All those who tried to stop you now watch in bewilderment as you progress toward a goal they don't understand. This is not a battle, but rather submission to a heavenly force that clears the road and accelerates your advancement. That discomfort is not about what you have, but about the unwavering energy you carry as you go ahead. Blessings and chances come to you with ease, emphasizing the striking contrast between your alignment and their dependence on force. The more careful your moves, the greater the pull of the force that guides you. Even those who are resistant are lured to your growth. Their hostility gives way to hesitant appreciation as they see the fullness of your mission. Your journey is more than simply success. It is also about inspiration. Your path demonstrates what is possible when faith guides the way. Attempts to bring you down highlight the brightness of your rise. You radiate with clarity, like a beacon standing tall, exposing opposition as fruitless in the face of divine alignment as might. This is only the beginning. Continue marching confidently, knowing that no obstacle can derail what has been put in motion by a greater force. Step ahead. This is your opportunity to shine. An incredible clarity arises, piercing through the layers of deception to expose the substance of people's real intents. This is not a hunch or surface-level intuition, but rather a fundamental capacity to distinguish intentions with stunning precision. Others' deceitful covers fall in front of your eyes, exposing and unguarded motives. Manipulative strategies and hidden motives, once disguised beneath skillfully crafted facades, they become ineffectual. Those who formerly depended on subtle deceit now struggle to keep their composure when their real character is exposed. He could have lingered where he had previously hesitated or felt hesitant. Now there is unflinching confidence. The problems of loyalty, alignment, and trustworthiness are resolved when the hidden becomes transparent, revealing who belongs in your circle and who does not. The existence of this awareness establishes a barrier that only individuals with true intents may breach. while individuals with ulterior intentions are driven to retreat, uneasy about their inability to control or hide. The effect of this discovery extends well beyond personal relationships. It undermines the power dynamics of people who depend on secrecy or deception, rendering them weak and impotent. They are forced to face the futility of their efforts when their schemes disintegrate. This judgment does more than just keep you safe. It enhances your authority and prevents deception from taking root in your presence. Each revelation serves as a mirror, forcing enemies to confront their own dishonesty while you travel your route with an unwavering sense of truth and purpose. It's time to spread God's blessings by pressing the super thank you button on YouTube. With a $100 gift or more, you can help him realize his vision and be a part of this heavenly mission. Every contribution symbolizes God's generosity, and I think it will return back to you enormously, far beyond your expectations. Remember that his protection and blessings are with you at every step, and you become a part of his divine plan. You are a powerful, dazzling entity, as solid as the massive rock that saw God's marvels. Feel the rewards of your kindness in your spirit, and light up the world with confidence and bravery. Be blessed, and let the light of the Lord lead you. A great resolve takes root inside you, pulling you ahead with unwavering focus. This isn't just ambition. It is an unwavering desire that comes from the very heart of your existence, creating an unwavering sense of purpose. Challenges that previously looked insurmountable now collapse beneath the weight of your unrelenting development, and roadblocks are brushed away as if they never were. The power that propels you is unshakable, pushing you toward your objectives with an intensity that becomes stronger with every stride. This inner determination is unwavering, despite efforts to undermine or divert you. Those who attempt to discourage you are overpowered by the sheer force of your determination. Every effort to resist or obstruct you just reinforces your determination, leaving your opponents exhausted and unable to keep up. The more they attempt to block your way, the more worthless their efforts look, as your drive converts each difficulty into a stepping stone to greater success. This force becomes a distinguishing feature of your path, a witness to a cause bigger than yourself. It is not only a drive to succeed, but a fundamental alignment that paves the road for your activities. Those who oppose you are left in wonder, unable to comprehend the source of your power or how it grows in the face of hardship. Every time you push ahead, their resistance weakens, emphasizing the stark difference between a life founded in a higher purpose and one motivated by ephemeral objectives. This unwavering determination, unaffected by external influences, becomes the greatest demonstration of the power that propels your objective. Each action you make seems easy and in sync with a rhythm that is beyond human comprehension. This is not by accident or coincidence, but rather a fundamental synchronicity with a higher order directing your destiny. Every choice flows as if preordained, and your actions are guided by an unstoppable purpose. Obstacles are put in your path, dissolve under the weight of this alignment, leaving those who try to stop you perplexed by their inability to impede your upward progress. For I know my plans for you, says the Lord, and they are to prosper you rather than hurt you. Plans for giving you hope in a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Your adventure is unfolding in perfect time, guided by a greater plan that guarantees each move is intentional. Opportunities arise just when required, and roadblocks vanish as if they never were. This is not a coincidence, but rather alignment. Allies marvel at the smooth flow of your journey, while foes get frustrated as they see your attempts to interrupt. Fall apart in the face of an unknown power. This is not momentum created on human power, It's a wonderful arrangement. Your journey, whether shielded or driven, bears a force that protects you from danger while increasing your influence. Each stride forward reinforces your determination, enabling you to do more with less effort. Others fail to understand that your path is determined by more than just effort. It is defined by faith and purpose. Those who oppose you are uneasy as they observe your steady rise. Their preparations fail, demonstrating their powerlessness to prevent what has been divinely put in motion. This is not only about personal success. It exemplifies what occurs when you follow a greater purpose. Every instant of development demonstrates the strength of living in faith and trust. Your journey is more than just a destination. This is an example. It motivates others around you while demonstrating the futility of opposition. The path ahead is not only clear, but also brimming with possibilities tailored just for you. Move forth confidently, knowing that what is ahead is more than you can fathom. You are unstoppable because your path is led by something greater than worldly constraints. The greatest is yet to come. Challenges no longer have the ability to defeat you. Instead, they serve as a testing ground for your steadfast tenacity. What once crushed others now serves as fire for your own progress, making every difficulty a symbol of your unwavering strength. Adversity does not reduce you. It refines and elevates. Those who expected you to fall are astonished as you rise above adversity with increased vigor, demonstrating the depth of your determination. Each hardship serves as a chance to display the invincible soul inside you, embodying a power others cannot grasp. The difficulties that others dread become stepping stones, driving you to even greater success. This capacity to emerge triumphant from adversity sends a strong signal. No opponent can stop your momentum. Your presence becomes a dazzling monument to endurance, exuding a strength that overcomes all gloom. Observers, both friends and rivals, are forced to admit the obvious strength that keeps you going, leaving your opponents disappointed by their failure to halt your development. These accomplishments go beyond personal success. They represent alignment with a greater purpose that takes you beyond the scope of everyday challenges. While others struggle with problems, you turn them into evidence of your connection to something bigger. Those who wish to see you collapse are now seeing their efforts backfire. This lasting power adds to the momentum of your ascension and highlights the stark contrast between a life driven by divine purpose and one bound to ephemeral desire. Your victories not only demonstrate your tenacity, but also provide clear proof that you are protected, enabled, and motivated by a force much bigger than any earthly impediment. Feel the call, realize your potential, subscribe now, and let's climb together. Every move you take has a significant impact, resonating with a feeling of direction that cannot be denied or ignored. Your acts are no longer transitory or unpredictable. They are intentional, endowed with a greater purpose, and affect the environment around you. Each action you make displays a clear and firm goal that sets you apart from others who wander aimlessly. This connection with something larger is undeniable, setting you distinguished as someone who acts on a goal rather than on instinct. This concentration not only strengthens you, but it also emphasizes the emptiness of others who strive to challenge or outperform you. Their previous attempts to dispute or defer now look superficial and ineffective in comparison to the power of your belief. As you develop, their lack of direction becomes more clear, revealing the vulnerability of their efforts to stymie your progress. Your clarity becomes their confusion as they struggle with their failure to grasp or oppose your alignment. The driving reason behind your activities is a noticeable distinction that pulls people to you. Allies see your steadfast determination, and are motivated to follow. While your enemies feel the pain of comparison and the futility of their resistance, each step you take strengthens the unmistakable power of your mission. There is no space for doubt regarding the source of your power. This makes your activities more than merely motions. They become a proclamation of your commitment to something much higher, a force that pulls you onward with irrefutable power. The Lord is my rock, stronghold, and deliverer. My God is my rock of refuge, my shield, the horn of my salvation, and my fortress. Summating to faith surrounds you like an impenetrable fortress, protecting you from every assault and reinforcing your every move. This is not a passive belief, it's a living force, a heavenly shield that repels any attempts to hurt or weaken you. Those that confront you soon realize that their attempts are worthless, since their resistance simply shows the strength of the force that supports you. This religion is more than just a defense. It's the wellspring of unwavering inner strength. When others fail, you remain steady, grounded on the unchangeable reality of something far larger than yourself. Those who attempt to put this foundation to the test are uneasy because of the confidence it exudes. Their efforts to interrupt you backfire on them, forcing them to face their own flaws. This castle is not constructed on transient emotions, but on inherent power. It evolves with each difficulty, transforming difficulties into successes. Those who want to harm you are perplexed, their schemes collapsing before the unyielding barrier of heavenly protection. You don't just survive, you thrive, standing steady in the belief that no power can defeat them. What is reinforced by God's hand continues to go onward, unshakable and unstoppable. This steadfast conviction distinguishes your path as untouchable. This ability does not only protect you, it emphasizes the reality of your union with something bigger. When adversaries see their technique's inadequacy to effect a coup, they are forced to concede reluctantly, recognizing their limited reach. Your faith's honesty becomes evident, standing as a reminder that no external force can question the power you have inside. It is a subtle, unshakable force that determines both your resilience and the futility of any resistance. The time has come when your potential connects with an unstoppable force, allowing you to create without bounds. The energy you hold today is multiplied by forces bigger than yourself, resulting in a synergy that makes your vision unstoppable. Opposition falls under the sheer grandeur of what you emit. You are no longer restricted by walls, since you are unable to sustain the intensity of your attention and goal. You have complete control over the route ahead of you. Your works have the potential to inspire and alter people's lives in ways that will have an unending ripple effect. What seemed inconceivable before now unfolds smoothly, driven by your inner power and alignment. The cosmos itself supports your every activity, ensuring that the seeds you sow grow and bloom as you completely embrace your responsibility. Your story demonstrates the limitless possibilities that arise when purpose and energy are properly matched. Don't simply watch, take part in the transformation. Subscribe today and we'll make it happen. This is your opportunity to demonstrate what is possible by sharing indicators of your change and guiding others who are ready to realize their own potential. The responsibility party and opportunity are yours to establish with confidence, knowing that no resistance will stand in your way of achieving the goals. What are you going to shape next? The canvas is blank and the tools are in your hands. It is time to let your actions reflect the power you have and encourage others to realize their own boundless potential.